the lake in sunny Arizona again. We've got a beautiful scene of clouds today, so you can enjoy that as you see them passing behind me. It's somewhat rare here, so I love it. Today we're going to do a mix of floor moves, standing and balance, so get your supplies you might need. A mat would be great if you have one, just to keep things stable underneath you. And we are going to begin in child's pose. So when you're ready, gather your belongings, gather your intentions, bring your focus as we go into that child's pose. If you're familiar with the pose, choose any variation that feels great to you. If you're new to this, you can work with me. So if you're long and lean, you may want to put the knees and thighs together. If you're curvy, you may want to create a little space by opening up the knees so you have some room for your belly to drop down in between. From there, we're going to walk the hands out in front, just dropping the belly down. Go ahead and release the weight of your head. Walk those hands out, nice big stretch into the shoulders and across the upper part of the back. And feel that breath moving into the back and the sides. Imagine you're creating space between each of your ribs. Just stay here and breathe for a few moments as we warm up the body and get ready for our bigger moves. A few more breaths here. Just bring that fuel into your body. And when you're ready, we're going to lift up to hands and knees. We're going to move into some cat and cow stretches, just warming up the spine a little more. So hand underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're just going to move back and forth between those two stretches. Just letting the spine warm up. Letting our body know we're going to get into some movements. One more time through the cycle. Great. Coming back to center. You can repeat this move, or I'm going to give you another option. We're going to bring the hands out in front of us a little bit. Fingers pointing forward. And we're just going to move with shifting the weight. Hips come forward and hips flow back. If you're new, sick, or injured, I would recommend you stick here in the simple phases with me. Or if you're feeling energized or very motivated, or if you have an advanced practice, you may want to insert up dog, down dog here. We're just warming up the spine, full body stretch here. Not all stretches have to be crazy. They don't have to be big, simple things just to keep the body loose. We're moving back to center. We're going to down dog. So you can work with me if this is not right for you. Continue here and we will meet you in standing. So hands back out in front of you. Most of our weight is going to be on the fingertips and thumbs. Your palms may touch the earth, but we don't want to put all the pressure down here. So if you've never done this move, it can take a little getting used to. So I just invite you to explore it and see how it feels. So anchor those hands out in front of the shoulders. Curl your toes under. We're going to push into the hands and the toes as we lift the hips. Straightening the legs will be secondary. So if your legs straighten, great. If the knees stay bent, that's fine. So lifting. Pull the belly into the thighs. Drop the weight of your head. You should be lifting up high on the toes as you create your pose, and then work on dropping the heels down once your spine feels in position. From here, walk the hands and feet together as we come to a forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. Hands can stay on the earth for support or cross hand to elbow, and just dangle here. Opening up the hamstrings, the hips, and the lower back. Go ahead and release your hands to the mat and slowly roll up to standing. I'm going to take a deep breath here. Use the arms or not, just get those lungs filled with fresh oxygen. One more time. Inhale, up and down. Inhale on the up, exhale on the down. One last time, arms go up. This time as we exhale, we're folding forward again. So inhale, reaching tall, back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Now you can stay here in your forward fold, or I'm going to offer you a challenge. We're going to balance on the right leg and think about lifting the left. Keep those hands down here for support. Maybe you just lift the foot. Keep it very simple. Maybe you can extend the leg back behind you. Foot pointed or flexed. Maybe you can lift an arm. Maybe you can lift both arms. Choose your position. And like me, you can choose a variety of positions. Working on our balance. Go ahead and release that left foot. We're going to inhale, reaching up. Exhale, arms back down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down, and we have the other side to do. So with our next exhale, we're folding forward again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale all the way down. Staying in your forward bend or choosing our challenge. Balancing on the left as we lift the right foot. Just lifting here or extending all the way back. Both hands on the ground for support, or lifting one arm, or lifting both arms. You've got several choices here, so choose your pose or flow between the different moves. When you've had enough, come back to forward fold. And if you haven't already, release that right foot. We're going to inhale, lifting out and up. Exhaling back down. And let's take a breath here. Now we're going to move into a yoga squat. This is really good for the hips and the low back. But if you have bad knees or if you're in recovery, I would not recommend this. I have bad knees, but I've done this pose enough. I know my range. So you may see me making adjustments. If you're strong, you may not need the extra support I do. So we're taking our feet wide. I'm about 5'4", and I'm a good bit wider than my mat. So choose your distance. If you're unsure, wider is going to be better. Toes pointing out to protect the knees. What we're going to do is start to squat down. You will probably see me adjust along the way, so feel free to do the same for yourself. You may bring hands into prayer, or you may need to bring the hands down to the earth to help support you. So we're going to begin that squat. I choose to use the hands just to make sure my knees are okay. I was born with bad knees, so at 50 plus years, I've got to be careful. So knee safety first. Once you feel stable, I want you to check your feet. We want to try to get flat-footed. Not always possible. You may need to widen your stance to get there. If you can, lift the hands off the floor. Elbows help to press the knees open for a bigger hip open and a little more balanced challenge. Again, this pose is not for everyone. It's a great relief for the low back because sitting in a chair is the worst position for our spine. Even though we don't always have a choice, we do have a choice of how we can handle the counter stretches we do when we're away from the desk. We're going to come to a lifted position. You may be able to use the strength in your legs just to lift up. For safety, I'm using the hands to get me started. As we lift all the way back up, changing the legs, big breath, clearing here in the center. One more round of breathing. One more time. Inhale and lift. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to step or jump those legs back into a plank or come to hand and knees position. Whichever move is right for you. So you may be here in hand and knees or you may be lifted. Either way, we are going back to hands and knees. Take a moment in child's pose to catch your breath. And we're releasing, belly side down on the mat. When you get there, just take a moment, rest your head. And we are going to work on a back strengthener. So this is a back bend from the reclined position. So I'm going to give you two options. We're going to go through each side twice. You can start with level 1 with me, and on the second round, if you would like to advance it, you can. So we're going to take the right arm out in front. Left arm's going to stay in close to the body, wherever feels natural for you. So just choose that position. Right leg straight back behind us, left foot to the sky. So as we inhale, think about lifting this arm. That's step 1. Step 2, if you can, lift the knee off the floor. You may only be able to lift the knee or the hand, and that's okay. We're strengthening the back body, and you're still achieving that goal. Let's go ahead and release side 1. Take a moment to rest, and we're doing that on side 2. So left arm extends straight up, left leg straight back. Right knee bends, foot to the sky. Choosing this arm position. Inhale, lift the arm. If you can, lift the knee. Remember to breathe here. I know it's going to be easy to hold your breath.
Hey. Don't break our kite. You fall on it, you break it.
Building up those postural muscles along the spine. That's all part of your core. This is core work. Go ahead and release. Go ahead and just shake those legs out before we go into each side for round 2. And I will show you the challenge first so you can decide if it's for you. So just observe for a moment. Our challenge will be reaching same hand back for same foot and then lifting. A little more intense back bend. So I'll give you a moment to think about that. Maybe experiment with it, see if that's right for your body. If not, remember, we've got opposite arm, opposite leg. So if you're taking the challenge, let's work on the right side first. Right hand reaches back for right foot. If you can, grab the foot on the inside by the big toe. It just keeps the joints in a little safer alignment. So left arm, again, can be doing whatever it needs to. Inhale and lift. You may be able to extend that arm to advance the pose even more. So you've got several choices here to create this pose for you. And each time through the video, you can change it. Make this practice unique with every view. Let's release side 1. Go ahead and rest in the middle. Take some time to evaluate before we go to side 2. Which version of the pose do you choose for this side? So we're reaching left hand back for left foot. If you're accepting the challenge, choosing this position of the right arm. As we inhale, lift, creating that back bend. Challenge by lifting the right arm. Big challenge, medium challenge, or beginner challenge. You've got 3 choices here. This is our last big move. So one more breath. Go ahead and release this side. Go ahead and relax the legs. You may want to shake things out behind you. And we'll prepare for a few minutes of relaxation, staying here on your belly, rolling to one side, or moving back to child's position. You have several choices. would invite you just to take in your final breaths, refueling the body, just relaxing into the moment. You may have worked a few things you don't typically work. So we stretched across the back. We did a little bit of balance challenge. So be proud of yourself if you've tried something new today. Bravo. Continue to breathe here and relax. If you're ending your day, you may want to just drift off into relaxation. Or when you're ready, you may be ready to get back up and face reality and enjoy the rest of your day. Either way, I invite you to go in peace, go in love, go in joy. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, and don't forget to hit those notifications and subscribe so you can know when the next video drops. And I appreciate you and all your views, comments, and likes, and I'm always here for suggestions and feedback. Thank you.